Hello guys, SparkyMarky here. So, this is gonna be Jak and Daxter. So, some people might be coming from my Mark of Death channel, which I explained in a video over there, which I can't use because of some stupid reason and just a bunch of other stuff that's really BS. So, I'm not really worried about that. I'm gonna start new, start fresh, one game at a time. I'm going to start with my favorite game, Jak and Daxter. I'll start getting into all the stuff I want to talk about in a minute here. Probably not going to record too long for the day, but we'll see how far I get. New game, yes. Create and save data because I deleted it all. Now, just saying I've already platinumed this game, so you won't see any trophies popping up. This is on the PS3. Yeah, do it there. But yeah, I'm excited to play one of the classic games. I love these games.
I have spent my life searching for the answers that my father and my father's fathers failed to find. Who were the Precursors? Why did they create the vast monoliths that litter our planet? How did they harness eco, the life energy of the world? What was their purpose? And why did they vanish? I have asked the plants, but they do not remember. The plants have asked the rocks, but the rocks do not recall. Even the rocks do not recall. Every bone in my body tells me that the answers rest on the shoulders of a young boy. Oblivious to his destiny, uninterested in the search for truth, and rejecting of my guidance. And why would he want to listen to old Samus the Sage anyway? I'm only the master of green eco, one of the wisest men on the planet. So it seems the answer begins not with careful research or sensible thinking. Nay, as with many of fate's mysteries, it begins with but a small act of disobedience.
Hey! Jak, old green stuff told us not to come here.
Continue your search for artifacts and eco. If the locals possess precursor items, you know what to do.
Deal harshly with anybody who strays from the village. We will attack it in due time.
What are we doing here anyway, Jak? This place gives me the creeps. Huh? Oh, stupid precursor junk. Eek! What is that dark ooze? It sure don't look friendly. The sage yaps on about the precursors that built this place all the time. Where did they go? Why did they build this crud? Now, I like precursor orbs and power cells as much as the next guy. But if you ask me, they must have been real losers. Wow! How did you do that? I think we're in trouble! Ow! Man, that stung! I told you we shouldn't have come here, and you listened! What? Okay, I'm fine. I'm fine.
What in green tarnation do you two want?
They was, I was...
Don't tell me! Instead of heeding my wisdom, the two of you went mucking around in the only place that I told you not to go. Misty Island.
That's right, and then...
And, Daxter, You finally took a much-needed bath, but in a bathtub filled with dark eco.
Look, old man, are you gonna keep yapping, or are you gonna help me out of this mess?
I'm gonna keep yapping, because in my professional opinion, the change is an improvement.
I do agree.
Besides, I couldn't help you if I wanted to.
What?
There's only one person who has studied Dark Eco long enough to have a chance at returning you to your previous form. Carl Acheron, the Sage. But he lives far to the north. Far, far to the north. Nobody has spoken to him in ages. I would teleport you there, but I can't do that either. None of the 3 sages that maintain the other teleporter gates have seen fit to turn their ends on for quite a while. The only other way north is by foot through the Fire Canyon, but its volcanic soil is hot enough to melt precursor metal. You can't just walk through it.
But you could fly over it if you had a zoomer equipped with a heat shield. I just happen to be working on such a thing at this very moment. All I would need is 20 power cells to give it enough energy to withstand the canyon's heat. Isn't that right, Daddy?
Yes, Kira, that might work. But where are a boy and a half going to get 20 power cells?
From the villagers. Most of them have a power cell or 2 stashed away somewhere.
Okay, this controller's starting to piss me off. It turns off every, I don't know, couple minutes if you don't touch it.
Even if they aren't willing to just give them away, greasing their palms with a few precursor orbs should do the trick. And I bet there are even more of them out in the wilds just waiting for some brave adventurer to find.
Well, we've got the brave adventurer at least.
Brave adventurer? You two couldn't find your way out of the village without training. Before you do anything else, you better go through the warp gate and get some practice on Geyser Rock.
We won't find any more of that dark gooey eco stuff, will we? Cause I'd hate to fall in again and turn into you.
Get in there before I turn you both into ferns.
Alright, so now we're at Geyser Rock.
You can't come back through the warp gate until you find all 4 power cells on this island.
That's right. I forgot that it's got some very odd controls. God, the PS2 era. Nope, don't.
This device
Alright.
is a communicator. With it, my father and I can give you advice at any time during your quest.
Oh, this is gonna take getting some used to.
These floating egg-shaped things are precursor orbs. Collect enough of them, and some of the villagers will give you a power cell in exchange.
And they are not very hard to find, unlike the other games where they are very difficult to find. This game is the easiest to find orbs. Okay.
This is a power cell, the most important precursor artifact you can find. You need to collect 20 of these so I can power the heat shield for your A-Grab zoomer.
Alright, and power cell. Okay. Whoa, okay. Auto-saving, that's right. This is like one of the first games to have auto-saving, by the way.
Hey, you found one of my scout flies. I sent 7 of them to each area to look for power cells, but the lurkers must have captured them all.
Okay. So, yeah, we can dive on these and break these. They don't really explain that, now that I think about that. Ah, here we go. I think they explain it later and they want you to come back, but I already know how to do this, seeing how I played this game a million times when I was a kid.
Wow! That last scout fly had a power cell. I'll bet if you collect all 7 in each area, you can find even more power cells.
Oh.
That's Blue Eco, which contains the energy of motion. Blue Eco allows you to run fast, break boxes, and even activate some precursor artifacts when you get near them.
So what he's saying is it's kind of like meth. You just take a bunch and you can do some wicked shit. Alright, go over here, go over here. But yeah, anyways, I kind of got screwed out of my own channel, which kind of sucks. That and there's a lot of stuff that was wrong with it to begin with, but it doesn't really matter anymore. Got my new channel. I'm gonna do,
Notice
one game series at a time to keep things simple. Except for maybe during the holidays, I might do 2, just depending on what's out. We'll see. I will be doing Until Dawn coming up. That's Tuesday, so I have until Tuesday to finish this game, it being Friday right now. So, and I'm at max health right now.
This is a precursor door. It can only be opened by approaching the door while channeling blue eco through your body.
But yeah, that shouldn't be a problem. This game is fairly short. It's about 4 hours, 3 if you're really like rushing through it. If you're using all the sorry, I was looking for something. Sound maybe? Speech volume? No. I'm always looking for game options. Turn that off. Camera? No? Alright. Screw it. I was looking for subtitles, but I guess it's way too early.
That's a blue eco vent. More concentrated than the floating clusters. This vent will give you a full charge of blue eco, letting you use it for the maximum time.
Yeah, but I'm excited because I got a new capture card, so recording and editing should be a lot easier now. I can now stream as well, and I might be doing some of that. The only problem is I can't stream PS3 games, only PS4 games. It's kind of complicated to explain why that is. The streaming program just doesn't want to work on the PS3. Works on the PS4 just fine, but when it comes to the PS3, it's like, I don't feel like it. I feel like I missed a precursor orb. Maybe not.
Those little green balls of energy on the ground are a type of eco. Pick up 50 small green ecos or one big green one to increase your health.
But you can only get hit up to 4 times, otherwise you die. Okay.
You can jump once, then jump again in the air to reach even higher ledges.
Or you can do that. Okay, I found all the precursor orbs here. Yeah, they're actually not that hard to find. If you just keep an eye out, you should be able to get all of them just by passing through each various level. What I really am impressed about these games is there's almost no loading whatsoever in them. It's very nice. Green Sage's Height. It's the only place I can currently warp to. Hey, Daxter. Heh.
Good training, boys, but that's nothing compared to the challenges that lie ahead.
Then no problem. We got the moves, eh, Jack? We'd love to stay and chat, Big Green, but we're, itching to get on with our adventures.
Fine, fine. Adventure away, then. And while you're out adventuring, why don't you make yourself useful? My darn green eco-collectors are clogged up again. Head out to the far side of the beach and clear them out, why don't you? Follow the lamps. They'll take you right there. Now, all of you, get out of here!
Okay, so now we're leaving. I guess we'll go take care of... I don't want to go over there yet. I want to turn the power back on. There's a certain way you should do things. That's Kira working on the zoomer. Sandover Village. There's some power cells I can get here, but most of them I have to buy off other people or do a certain task to get it. So.
Did you see the size of the bite that lurker shark took out of the fisherman's boat? We best stay way clear of them. I don't think we can tackle a creature that dag nasty.
Okay, yeah, if we look in the huts here, we'll find the scout flies. They're all over the place.
Hey! It looks like scout flies are always in red boxes.
Yeah, thank you. Alright, let's see what this guy wants.
Oh, don't tell me that you two have problems as well. First I hear of monster sightings near the village, and now this. See those gears up there, boys? See them? See how they're not moving? That means our village has no power. The eco beam coming from the jungle temple has been interrupted. boys, everyone's too frightened to go out and find out what's happened.
Did you pay the bill?
Yeah. Oh, you're funny. Now look, if you two fix the eco beam, I'll give you a power cell. Oh, and another thing, if by any chance you're interested in making a contribution to my re-election campaign, I might be willing to part with yet another power cell. The minimum contribution is a very modest 90 Precursor orbs.
And that's 40 more than I have, I think. Alright, here's the other scout fly. Try to get all the village stuff done.